Welcome back to the second half hour of Fox 24 News. Since the October 7th attack on Israel, where more than 1,000 people died, this country has seen an almost 360% increase in anti-Semitic hate crimes, and many times from anti-Israel protests on college campuses. But tonight, action is being taken here in Arkansas. Fox 24's Gabriella Phelan shows us how.
Senator Ben Gilmore says it was just last year that he became firsthand witness to the destruction in Israel.
Having witnessed bullet holes that have riddled homes and talked to people who lost loved ones and talked to family members of hostages that are, still being held in Gaza, there's a lot of concern that I have.
He says what he's seen hasn't left his mind.
Since that attack, we've seen things play out here in the U.S., whether it be protests or violent acts that have been perpetrated against people of Jewish descent.
Now at the Arkansas Capitol, it's leading him to introduce legislation meant to protect Jewish students in our state's public schools. The bill would make sure that anti-Semitic acts and speech would be handled the same way as other forms of discrimination.
Making sure that, school employees, administrators, professors, whoever it might be, making sure that they're not treating certain students certain ways that are maybe of Jewish descent or Semitic.
If passed, the bill would also encourage schools to teach Jewish American history and would implement a formal complaint process to report anti-Semitism. Dr. Jacob Adler is a professor of Jewish studies at the University of Arkansas, but he's also a rabbi. He says hearing that such legislation is being discussed is comforting.
The fact that they would reinforce the idea that anti-Semitism is a kind of prohibited discrimination, I think does make us seen.
He also says teaching others about Judaism will help to prevent anti-Semitic situations.
I think really people need to know and understand what Judaism is, and that will help avoid kind of, let's say, unintentional things that make us uncomfortable.
Senator Gilmore says he believes the bill will receive support from both sides.
Typically in politics, it's, unfortunately, a lot of the bipartisan issues aren't issues that rise to a level where people pay a lot of attention. It's a lot of the more of the divisive bills that get more attention. And that's just sort of the nature of society and the way things work. But I think this bill will get a lot of support as a bipartisan nature.
That was our Gabriella Phelan reporting. Now, the bill was introduced today, so it will still have to go through multiple readings before possibly being passed. And you can read the entire act over on our website.